Welcome back. You feel me? I had to go live again. Earlier, as I told y'all, I had some stuff to take care of, right? But I'm back. I'm back, man. Shout out to Isis Wisdom. Shout out to Isis Wisdom because this live that she did, this morning is really crazy, It's not crazy, and I don't mean like crazy like she crazy, but it's really mind blowing because I believe her, and I'm listening now. I'm understanding. I'm peeping. You feel me? I'm peeping. I'm trying to make sure I got this correct. I want to make sure that hold on, that I got this set up right, gang. I want y'all to be here to hear everything. You hear me? You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, yeah, the things she's saying in this live she did this morning is exclusive. You feel me? It's really exclusive, and I think a lot of people out there should hear this. I really do. I believe a lot of people out there should hear this. So okay, let me make sure. I'm not unplug it. Let me make information. Sure. Okay, and she got a lot of gems and jewels. Now pay attention, gang. You hear me? Pay attention. And at the same token, while you paying attention and listening, I gotta warm up some food. You hear me? I gotta make sure my food decent. Hold on. They ping me consistently. And as I've stated before, if you go to the video section of my channel, as I stated before, when I talked about how people can have various different information and tell they have the same general story, but are getting different information according to the aspect when they were there or whatever it was that they experienced, and they give the story, okay? There is no right or wrong to this thing. I'm not out here to cause embarrassment to anyone. I'm here to talk to my audience and let them know the information that I got. Me, Isis Wisdom, got. And give clarity, because there are some people out there that are fear-mongering. There are some people out there that are putting out some misinformation, and I'm here to give clarification. It has nothing to do with me trying to outdo you. I don't care. It has everything to do with making sure that my audience and my people and the collective get the correct information, because I'm not here to scare the hell out of you guys. If you guys are not operating on a particular frequency, your information is going to be limited. It's going to come to you according to your level of understanding. That's how this works. That's how this works. So you may see me giving more detail about certain things. That doesn't mean I'm trying to outdo you. That's not what that means. Don't state your level of importance in my life, because it ain't that serious. Now, y'all make sure y'all pay attention, man. Listen to her. Listen closely. I've been doing this way longer. Way longer. Like since the 90s longer. Don't ever insult my intelligence like that. People have come after me. They have disrespected me time and time again. For no reason. I don't have time for this shit. And soon, neither will any of you. You're not gonna have any time for it. So let me go ahead and break it on down for you real quick so you're clear. And I want you to listen to me very carefully. Not only do we have the Anunnaki to deal with when it comes to clearing out the NPCs, but what has come down upon this earth. Listen, y'all. And coming up from the earth is what you really need to be concerned about. And shout out to Isis Wisdom. Shout out to Isis Wisdom. Listen. They are going to tell you that there's going to be some type of meteor shower. This is going to take place worldwide. There's nothing regional about what I'm telling you here. This is going to be worldwide. If you don't believe me, start Googling, go to TikTok, go to Instagram, and start looking at the videos of things that are happening worldwide. Go look it up. And other countries across the world. This is a worldwide thing. It is not a Northwestern Hemisphere thing. It is a worldwide thing that is happening. For those of you that have been living in the regions where earthquakes have taken place, or you have heard loud booms, things of that nature, where the earth is opening up, or you may have saw pink skies, or you may have smelled sulfur in these areas, which is happening in various parts, which is happening in various places across the country of the United States.
Top of the day slideshow.
That sulfur is the opening up of the earth.
Top of the day slideshow. Y'all listening, that sulfur is the opening up of the earth. Pay attention to what she's saying, y'all. I seen some of that. I seen about the comments and all that. Pay attention. Listen.
There are a lot of beings that are coming up from the inner earth.
There's some beings. She said that the beings coming from the inner earth, gang. You hear me? Now, I just Googled something about it. Like she said Google it. Shout out to Isis Wisdom, because she knows what she's talking about. Listen, y'all.
A lot of beings are coming up from the inner earth. The governments did not know that this is happening. They do not, and I'm telling you right now, the governments around the world know about the Anunnaki, but they did not know that there was going to be a bunch of beings coming up from the inner earth. They did not know that. They were not prepared for that. Everybody's completely off guard, and nobody knows what to do. That is the reason why they're not coming out and talking about anything, because they don't even know what to do. So you got a combination of individuals getting snatched off this planet. At the same time, you have beings coming up from the inner earth. Some of these beings are very malevolent. Some of you are going to start seeing Alpha Draconians. Some of you are going to start seeing the Greys if it's not already happening. Some of you are going to start seeing Palladians. Some of you are going to start seeing Arcturians. Some of you are going to start seeing various different types of creatures coming up from the inner earth. There is going to be something that appears to be like a meteor shower coming from out of the skies worldwide. It is not a meteor shower.
Listen.
I want you to be clear about something. It's going to look like it's coming from out of the skies, but it's not coming from out of the skies. It's coming from in the earth. The distraction is going to be it coming from out of the skies. The warning that I am supposed to give all of you today is that as you're being distracted looking to the skies, everybody's going to be on ground zero on the ground. So while you're up here doing this shit right here, like, oh my God, you better pay attention to every single person around you. I'm telling you right now. Looking up is going to be the distraction for every single last one of you. Looking up is going to be the distraction for every single last one of you. Look around you as this is happening. Pay attention. Feel any type of wind movements that are taking place around you. Look at the people. The people, you're going to start seeing the beings coming through the people. These are the NPCs. That is one of the reasons why the Anunnaki is coming in to clean house. Because they're going to be taking over those who do not have a soul. You're going to see it through them. Make sure that you look at their eyes. You're going to see it all through their faces. For those of you that are tapped in on a spiritual level and your first eye is open, you are going to see them both come from what appears to be human to you, and then you're going to see them outside of the bodies. So you're going to get hit the hardest because you're going to be seeing both. And some of you are going to be seeing them with your naked eye, depending on the vibrational frequency that you're operating on. If you do not see them, you will feel them.
That's different. She said, depending on the frequency you operating on, if you do not see them, you will feel them. The beings coming from the inner earth, if you do not see them, you will feel them. 9 times out of 10, you know? I think I read something about some comments, coming. Or something like that. I think I seen something like that. But she said the beings from the earth, they're going to take over the people without souls. She said, look in the eyes, right? And she said, if you don't see them, you're going to feel them. Some of y'all ain't spiritually tapped in. The frequency level you operating on, whether you operating out of love, hate, jealousy, you feel me? Those are all frequencies. So let's listen.
It's imperative that you guys get these likes up because I need to beat the algorithm in this case to get the message out to as many people as possible. If you guys care about yourselves and you care about humanity as a whole, if you care about us as a collective, I am imploring you to please get this live out there to as many people as possible.
Let me share this.
Okay? I don't know why, but I feel like a damn cosmic reporter. This is so strange to me to be put in this position. But I was literally told last night that I had to put it out there to the collective so they're aware of what's going on. I did not know that it was going to come down like this, and neither did the government. Nobody knew. When I talked to some of my higher aspects, they were also telling me that they had been investigating, and they didn't even know what time it was. So it also caught them off guard as well. I am a part of certain councils, okay? They didn't even know it was going down like that, so it caught them off guard. So I want to make sure you guys are clear. Certain things were caught off guard. This is not Project Bluebeam. Go look at the live I did in the video section of the channel, where I break some things down to you to make sure you're clear. This is not Project Bluebeam. This is not a fake stage alien invasion. If this was a fake stage alien invasion, they don't tell you it's going to be a fake stage alien invasion before they do the fake stage alien invasion.
I mean, she knows what she's talking about. I don't think she lying. Because they won't tell you. That's something they ain't going to tell you. The government ain't finna tell you when they finna create a fake stage alien invasion. Like she just said, Isis Wisdom do know what she's talking about.
In that way, the only way that this is going to happen is that you got to make the damn video go viral. I was literally telling my Instagram audience, I said, I don't know why, but I feel like a damn cosmic reporter. This is so strange to me to be put in this position. But I was literally told last night that I had to put it out there to the collective so they're aware of what's going on. I did not know that it was going to come down like this, and neither did the government. Nobody knew. When I talked to some of my higher aspects, they were also telling me that they had been investigating, and they didn't even know what time it was. So it also caught them off guard as well. I am a part of certain councils, okay? They didn't even know it was going down like that, so it caught them off guard. So I want to make sure you guys are clear. Certain things were caught off guard. This is not Project Bluebeam.
I know Project Bluebeam. I heard about it.
Go look at the live I did in the video section of the channel, where I break some things down to you to make sure you're clear. This is not Project Bluebeam. This is not a fake stage alien invasion. If this was a fake stage alien invasion, they don't tell you it's going to be a fake stage alien invasion before they do the fake stage alien invasion. I need you guys to start critically thinking now, because you're going to need to think and you're going to need to discern. This is imperative. Your discernment is what's going to keep you moving. You guys are going to have to start connecting with people that you know for a fact are humans, because you're going to run into a lot of people that are not.
Y'all hear?
I told you this in the very first 2024 predictions. If you go look at the 2024 predictions part 1, go listen to that live. And I said to you, you are going to have to learn how to navigate. This is the time now, guys.
You got to learn how to navigate.
Remember, the 2024 year doesn't even end until April 1. So it's still 2024 for us. Don't get caught up in the Gregorian calendar. That's to throw you completely off. It's still 2024 for us. So this is the second half of the 2024 year. Go back and listen to my 2024 predictions part 1 and listen to that video very carefully. You are going to have to learn how to navigate. You are going to have to learn how to know when to pick up when you need to pick up. For those of you that are living in major metropolitan cities, I'm letting you know right now, it's not wise to be in a major metropolitan city while this is going on, because people are going to spaz the hell out. The governments cannot tell you guys what's going on because they do not want to create a mass hysteria.
Right. And they always tell you that. They always say they can't let you know what's going on because they don't want the public going crazy, right? You feel me? And that's understandable. Like, but damn, she deep. She real deep. She is deep. You know what I'm saying? She deep. And some of the stuff she's saying, gang, I can believe it. You know what I'm saying? I can believe it for real, in real life. Literally. I can believe everything she's saying. Most definitely.
And they're spooked. Everybody's spooked.
I know they is. Shit.
I need you guys to understand. This place has a lot of dimensions in it, a lot of different realms. Okay? It has a lot of different realms and a lot of different beings living on those realms. The beings who also live here do not want to see their home destroyed, tampered with, or messed with. So for them to show up before Donald Trump becomes sworn in as president speaks volumes. There's been a lot of talk of nuclear war. I want you to be clear. If a nuclear war takes place on this planet, it will be like the story of Vega. For those of you who do not know the story of Vega.
I don't know it.
It is when the actual Alpha Draconians went to war against the Lyrans and the planet got destroyed.
That's different.
The potential of that is here. And so now they have to get ahead and make themselves known. And I was told to make you guys aware, humanity has gotten beside themselves. Humanity has dropped the ball on themselves. Humanity has allowed fear to take them over. Humanity has not held the people that they think that is in charge accountable to nothing. Even though you outnumber everybody, you allowed your fear to allow things to get this far. So now, since you're not going to do anything about it, and that's clear, now the beings from the inner earth are going to do something about it.
And she said
there are talks that are currently taking place right now with other interdimensional beings in the governments. Not all forms of government are aware that this is taking place. Only certain forms of government is aware that this is taking place. Billionaires are getting snatched off this planet even as we speak.
Hey, I was just talking about that the other day about the billionaires that's being snatched, the billionaires being killed. You feel me? Murdered off on this on Earth, and it don't make no sense to me because they rich. They rich as hell. They should have some of the most protection in the world. They should have some of the most security guards around the world. But to know that interdimensional beings do exist, yeah, I knew that. I always had a feeling that was, you know what I'm saying, some true shit. You know, but listen, like she going deep. The billionaires have been
interdimensional beings in the governments. Not all forms of government are aware that this is taking place. Only certain forms of government is aware that this is taking place. Billionaires are getting snatched off this planet even as we speak. Cleaned up even as we speak. The AI has gotten out of hand as well.
She said the inner beings from Earth gonna do something about it. But I'm not even focused
on that. There's a lot of things that have gotten out of hand that has not been released to the public. Not to mention, there's also a lot of lands that's also popped up on the scene that you guys know nothing about. Because they're not talking about these other lands that have now appeared out of nowhere because of the dimensional shifts that are taking place. What this is turning into, guys, is that you are going to have to get adjusted to seeing things you've never seen before, communicating with beings that you've never seen before, and things of that nature once everybody gets through the shock process. We're talking about the days of Atlantis. If any of you guys know anything about the story of Atlantis, there were all types of beings that were walking amongst humanity. And it was the Anunnaki, the negative Anunnaki, the fallen Anunnaki, the Greys, reptilians, the Draconians that invaded and caused a lot of things to happen on this planet that should not have happened. They are the ones who actually created the hierarchy systems. And I want you guys to be clear, the Vatican is extremely old. I mean old world old, like old. The Vatican's been around that long. The very first pope that the Vatican ever had was called the Gray Pope. Part reptilian, part gray. They've been running this planet for a long damn time.
That's crazy.
And they are the ones who sent the orders out for the conquistadors and various different Europeans to come to the lands of Americas and invade and make us prisoners of war on our own land. That order was sent from the Vatican. And Moors did play a role in this because they had the key codes, they had the keys, and they were working in conjunction together with these particular beings for the invasion against the originals. This is in my excerpt of the Black Devil series that's coming up. You see, we weren't always like this. We didn't always have carbon bodies. We were light bodies until we were tricked into lowering our frequency. Then we got these physical vessels, not beforehand. There is a massive.
I mean, she popping though. Her information, she popping. That's one thing when somebody come to the internet with the information gang, you know, I think a lot of people do their research, and Isis Wisdom, you know, she was speaking on the Billy Carson situation where they was trying to embarrass Billy, you know, and she was saying some real stuff, you know, that day when she was on her live, and I respect that. You know, she was basically saying we shouldn't be the ones bringing down each other, you know, and I can understand that. So I can respect what she's saying here because, you know, a lot of this stuff, man, I done researched. A lot of this stuff I've been hearing about, a lot of this stuff, you know, I ain't never seen no being yet that, you know, I never seen before, and I wouldn't mind seeing one, I ain't gonna lie. But a lot of this stuff I done heard a lot of it from Jordan Maxwell, a lot of other folks, you feel me, that I ain't gonna go into naming, but at the end of the day, you know, I think she owned something.
The massive awakening taking place, and there's nothing that any of us can do about it. There is no stopping this. It's here now. This is beyond nothing can stop what's coming. It's here. It is here. It is here, ladies and gentlemen.
I believe her. I believe her.
Some of you guys were not properly trained in this space on how to deal with things. So let me give you some rundowns on a couple of things that you're going to need. Get a quartz crystal. A quartz crystal is powerful enough to do anything. You can open up a portal with a quartz crystal. You can open up a portal with a quartz crystal, and you can close out a portal with a quartz crystal. You can command that crystal to do anything that you need it to do. This is not a joke. If you see anybody around you that's giving you a very strange look, be very, very careful of that individual. There are beings that does not have the ability to see, but they have the ability to smell. And they're going to be sniffing for the human scent. For those of you that are tapped in, and I'm only talking to you, for those of you that are tapped in, you need to encrypt your scent, your energy, your auric fields. You need to encrypt those. Start tapping into your higher aspects to find out how to do that. On my website, isiswisdom.com, I have a class called Self-Defense. If you want to learn how to defend yourself, because you're going to need to know how to do it, you can purchase that class on my website, isiswisdom.com. If you do decide to become a member, do not put no private relay bullshit on there. You will be denied. Put a real email address on there before I approve you, because you have to be approved to get on the website, and I will be testing your email.
She's serious.
It's going to get chaotic. It's going to get very chaotic. This class is going to teach you how to recognize various different energies. So that way you can tap in, and so when something pulls up on you that you do not have the ability to see, but you will have the ability to, you'll be able to feel. Some of you guys have the ability to hear. So we're talking about the ones that have the ability to do this. Those who do not have the ability to do any of this shit, hopefully you're healed enough to be able to at least feel.
Right.
You know that weird feeling you get, that eerie feeling that you get?
Right.
If you get an eerie feeling about something, If you're standing around someone and you get an eerie feeling about something, that is your cue. If you get a gut feeling about something, that is your cue to exit stage left and exit stage left fast. Do not engage.
Right. Yeah.
Pay close attention to the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. The eyes. Watch the eyes of the people and how they're looking. They may not even respond to you when you speak to them. They don't say a single word. Don't even talk to them. If they're giving you that glare, and you know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all should know what I'm talking about. That glare.
I know.
Or they pull up on you and they're sitting right next to you and they're giving this weird ass glare and they're giving this weird ass look. You politely step away and walk away and watch your surroundings. When you're traveling at nighttime, watch your asses. I had a couple people from my soul tribe told me that they picked up that they were being followed. I had to tell my camp last night what time it was.
Right. You got to keep your people on board.
And I had to put them through some quick training real quick on a couple of things to get them prepared for what's to come. Just as something as simple as you walking down the street. Because whether or not you guys realize this or not, the beings are already in your neighborhoods. You just don't know it yet.
Hey, somebody been said that, man. You know, these beings is already among us. They already walk among us. You hear me? Somebody been said that these beings already walk among us with this type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be aware of them. And the only way to be aware of it is if we aware of ourselves, having awareness of your surroundings, understanding your energy field, recognizing, you feel me? What's wrong and what's right, was really like recognizing the energy around you and your surroundings. A lot of people don't do that no more. They too distracted. I see so many distracted people right now today, gang, that they can't even tell you if a person around them got evil intentions towards them, if they want to hurt them, harm them. If y'all pay attention, it is so much going on, a lot going on that's unexplained. It's so much going on that's unexplained that I be tripped out that it's happening because I'm like, yo, it's so many cameras around. It's so many cameras around and they haven't caught nobody, ain't nothing. You feel me? It's murders that's taking place people ain't been caught for. It's people all over the world saying people look like clones now, they look different. Like, and don't nobody take these people serious. Why wouldn't you take anything nobody's saying serious? Yeah, you can discern a lie from the truth. You should be able to. You should be able to feel a lie from the truth. You feel me? You should be able to feel a lie from the truth. Definitely if you really tapped in. Some of y'all ain't tapped in because, like I said before, you are so distracted. Once you're that distracted, what you expect? What you expect? You ain't gonna be able to pay attention and understand what Mrs. Ice's wisdom is talking about. Like I said, some of y'all ain't gonna be able to tap into what Miss Ice's wisdom talking about because y'all ain't tapped in. Your mind, your frequency level ain't up there. You ain't at your zenith level. You ain't learned enough. You ain't been trained on how to react or deal with other beings of this space that we in. And I can understand that because, like the Bible tells you, you feel me? We should be more scared of the things that we don't see. The things that we don't see is real. You feel me? And we know that because there's many stories in the Bible that tell us that. For those of y'all that believe in that, you feel me? Those of y'all that believe is a creator, yeah. You feel me? There's so many things around us, so many spirits, gang. Energy don't die. So at the end of the day, we do know energy can possess too. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we got to watch. We got to be watching these people. Watch your friends. And I always say that because 9 times out of 10, there's usually somebody that hurts you that's close to you. Now, she's speaking on a different level, and there's some tapped in stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's some tapped in, there's some conscious stuff for a lot of people that ain't even on that level. They can't even think like that. They're like, you know what, man? Only thing I'm focused on is reality. You know, only thing I'm focused on is fucking these bitches and this, and that, and the other. And that's what's going to get people lost because the only thing they want to do is fuck these bitches, go buy clothes, waste their money, getting fucked up. You feel me? And shorty popping knowledge. And the queen popping knowledge right here, this black queen popping knowledge, Isis wisdom. You feel me? And I seen other people around the world pop knowledge like this, and they really knowledgeable. And you know, you can do your research on their work, and it really stands out. It shows like, yeah, they know what they're talking about.
That call for them to come forth has been made for tomorrow. Some of you guys are already having experiences of seeing certain things, your aspects may be guiding you. Ask your aspects, tell your aspects that you need them all to get along and work on one page. All of you that's listening to me right now, listen to me carefully. Tell your aspects, say selves, higher selves, I'm gonna need y'all to look out for me right now because I don't know what the hell is going on. I need you guys to protect me, but I need all of you guys to work together. No fighting amongst each other because some of your higher selves don't get along with each other, depending on the type of species they are and the type of history that they have. So you're going to explain to them your mission, your sole mission is only to protect the vessel. Now, for those of you that are NPCs, this will not apply to you. Nothing is going to stop the Anunnaki from getting rid of what needs to go.
I've been hearing a lot about that. Like she said, those of y'all that's NPCs, this don't apply to you. She talking about the people that's soulless, right? I used to hear a lot of people say people in the world with soulless. Some people you could tell they ain't got no soul in them. You know, it took me a while to understand what the hell that meant. But sometimes nowadays, you know, that I'm more tapped in and I learn more consciously, I can literally, you can look in the eyes of certain people and see nothing in them. You can look in the eyes of certain people and see the lack of care, the lack of emotions in them. You feel me? So when she say NPCs, some humans out here is NPCs. They soulless. They've been soulless. They've been soulless. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how to explain it to y'all out there, gang, but at the end of the day, I know some of y'all ran into people like that, like who just seem so heartless, soulless, like something about them is unhuman. Not the little habits or shit they do, but just like deeply, when you look at them in their eyes, my nigga, you just get this feeling like, damn, this, you know what I'm saying? So I know what she talking about. That make a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense.
And that leads me to believe that some of y'all don't even have aspects.
Some of y'all don't got higher selves.
For some of you that do have souls and that are on mission, you communicate to your aspects and you tell them to look out for you.
Makes sense.
Don't be walking down no damn dark ass streets and alleys and shit at nighttime. Don't be out at nighttime if you don't have to be. And if you have to work, get your ass straight to and from. You're going to see a lot of weird shit going on at your jobs.
Definitely.
Those of you that are working night shift, you need to have your eyes open because you're about to see some weird shit going on in the jobs.
Hey, you know, it's crazy.
Keep your eyes, keep your head on a swivel. Now, some of you guys think this is a joke.
Right.
That's unfortunate for you.
Yeah, unfortunate for you. Some of y'all that don't believe it, it's unfortunate for you. But you got to keep your eyes and your head on the swivel because a lot of crazy shit has been happening at jobs lately. Motherfuckers been killing like 4 or 5 people and then kill themselves at the job. Motherfuckers been trying to snatch people up at the job, stalking people, you feel me, kidnapping people from their jobs and shit. Like, it's been a lot of weird shit that's been taking place lately. And y'all can't say it hasn't. Like, if you really do your due diligence and, you know, pay attention, do your homework, you look around the world, see all the crimes that's been taking place, they've been getting more reckless, more upscale. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the crimes is scaled up now. And it's almost like, you feel me, like it's just not us. It's just impossible. You know, I've been saying that in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for a minute. It'd be some murders that take place up here or something that take place, kidnappings that take place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm like, hell no. That just usually don't happen in my city. You feel me? Now, I know other people that moved here and other people that came from different states and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, you know what take place where you be at. You know what take place when, you know, when you pay attention to your surroundings. You know all these things that go on. So what she said make a lot of sense. Excuse me. What she said make a lot of sense.
But things have to be done, and that's the end of it. This is the end, as the world as you know it. This is the end of the world as you know it.
And not...
Some of you are going to have a hard time out here.
Not like the end of the world, but she mean like the end of the world as you know it, as you once seen it. things are finna change. And I understood that when people used to say that years ago, this is the end of the world as you know it, you know. And like, yeah, that mean as you seen it, you know, things is finna change, and we gotta
adjusting to what you're seeing and freaking out. Some of these people are your family members.
Yeah, I said that already.
Some of these people are your family.
I said that already.
But you're going to have to discern who's who and what's what. Your discernment is going to be key here. Your discernment. You're not going to be able to discern from up here. Your discernment is going to come from the heart space. Your discernment is going to come from the heart space. Because you have to be able to feel.
Yeah.
It's feel first, then act here. Feel first, then act here. Feel first, then act here. If you act here, you're going to get confused.
Yeah. If you act here,
you're going to second guess yourself.
Feel first here, then act here.
You're going to get frustrated, and you're going to make the wrong choices, and you're going to make the wrong moves. Because you're not feeling the energy that's being presented to you.
Right.
You're not observing. Now, for you watchers out here, you watchers, now's the time for you to get into your observation mode. Some of you have been on this for a while. You need to amp it up times 10.
I'm a watcher. You hear me? I consider myself as a watcher. I stay watching and I observe the energy. I pay attention to the energy around me. I look and I pay attention to everything. And I make sure I keep everything away from me so I can see it. You feel me? That's what you got to do. You got to keep everything away from you so you can see it. If you're a watcher, how you going to be able to watch and observe? If everything is all up under you, if everybody all up under you, if everybody that close to you, how you going to watch and observe? You feel me? So I understand what she's saying. You got to amplify it up 10 times. All the watchers out there, amplify it up 10 times. You feel me? Watch the energy shift, gang. It's the energy shift that's taking place, man. It's the energy shift taking place. I know that.
The Queen Love, they're not going to tell the people the truth. They cannot do that. They're not even doing it here in Mexico, and I'm being informed that the Mexican government is very much aware of what's going on, and they can't tell the people. They can't tell.
So Isis Wisdom is in Mexico. Shout out to
no
Isis
government
Wisdom.
is going to tell the people when they've been lying to humanity the majority of their entire lives.
No, they ain't.
About the existence of interdimensional beings that you guys like to call aliens. These are not aliens. These are not beings that are alien to this planet. These are interdimensional beings that's been living on this planet for a very long time, along with those who actually invaded the planet. So you have a bunch of different things going on at the same time. I'm going to let you know right now. Are you going to get some help? You're going to get some help, but it's not going to be like I'm coming to save you type of help. It's not that. It ain't that type of time. The Anunnaki have been sitting here on strict orders to clean up house. So you may see some stuff that's going to strip y'all out. Y'all going to see some stuff like, wait, what the hell just... You know what I'm saying? You're going to see some stuff. You're going to see some stuff that's going to have y'all bugging the hell out. Okay?
Hey.
You're going to see them coming and cleaning stuff out. You're going to see them cleaning things out. You're going to see niggas teleporting up out of here. You're going to see people coming in and getting, maybe you might see them getting slayed left and right. Okay? You're going to see some weird stuff going on. I just got a hit last night that there's some stuff going on over in Trinidad and Tobago right now where they're doing like a bunch of mass killings out there in Trinidad and Tobago. Also, be aware of your flights. Be aware of you flying. If you have plans to fly somewhere, I would think twice about that. Because those drones and the size of cars and buses that are out here, if you're on the plane, and this very well could be the case, you could be on a plane full of NPCs and you not know you're on a plane full of NPCs.
Right.
You see where I'm going with it? If any of you guys have the ability to divine, this goes out to you practitioners, you tarot card readers, and things like that. If you guys have the ability to divine, check before you make a move. Check before you make a move to find out should you do it. Y'all better get some dice. Y'all don't know no better. You better get some dice or something. They'll be with some yes or no questions to ask your ancestors. This is the reason why I told you, and I've been telling you all this for a long time. You guys need to develop a relationship with your ancestors because they're there to help you. They know what time it is. They've already been suited and booted and ready to go. But if you don't know how to discern when it's time for you to go, if you're too busy sitting still and procrastinating because you're moving out of fear, well, then it is what it is.
Right. And a lot of people move out of fear right now today.
But you will be forced to learn how to navigate and learn how to move. You will be forced to do it.
That's different.
Y'all better start finding your tribal groups, tribal people working together as a family, as a group, as a collective.
I've been saying that for a
Y'all better
minute.
get to doing so you know exactly who the hell is human and who the hell is not.
Yeah. I've been saying that for a minute, gang, and don't nobody listen. Like I said, I've been saying this for a minute. People better get together and start understanding each other, understanding each other, overstanding a lot of things about life and not just the materialistic world of it, not just the shit you see, because the shit we don't see is about real as the things we see, gang. I've been said that shit. A motherfucker think that, motherfucker don't be knowing what they talking about. No, this shit real. It's real.
Remember in 2024 predictions part 2, I said y'all need to have some skill sets. The group that comes together needs to have different skill sets in terms of how they're going to move and what they're going to do. Right. There is going to be, listen, I'm letting y'all know right now, if you seriously think that you're going to be solo dolo out here navigating, you got nothing coming, baby.
Yeah. Nothing.
You got another thing coming because you can't do this by yourself. You're going to need help. So all the separatism programming that's been placed upon humanity on this planet, yeah that's going to change. And it's going to change fast.
Yep.
It's going to change fast. Because you're going to be placed in a position where you have to work with each other.
Yeah.
You're going to have to put your petty ass differences to the side. The gossip, the negativity, you're going to have to put that off to the side.
That should have been dropped a long time ago. All that gossip, mouth running shit. Motherfuckers should be planning on how to move and how to navigate already. You feel me? Just in case anything was to ever take place. You feel me? Anything beyond humanity, power. You feel me? It's crazy though, but.
And you're going to have to deal with what's coming for you. As I said before, some of you will see, some of you will not. Some of you that cannot see, you will definitely feel. If you're not healed enough to where you can't even feel, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
You should have got the healing when you were told to get the healing. So you did it to yourself.
You should have started loving people when you was told to. You should have started caring when you was told to. You should have started really changing your mindset, because what she's saying is your mindset is what's going to keep you alive. Your frequency. Your mindset create these frequencies of how you feel. And if you can't even feel because you're so dull in the heart, you're so evil in the heart, you don't give a fuck, you don't care about nothing but yourself, you going to be in trouble, buddy. You going to be in trouble, buddy. Real life.
And you got to be healed on certain levels in order to be able to deal with the things that are coming right now. Just for you to be strong enough to stand on your square and see how to navigate in the spaces like this, you would have had to have did a certain amount of work to be able to tap in, Because if you were able to tap in, you could tap in with your star family. If you were able to tap in, you could holler at your earth family. Because you do have earth family that are here. There are Atlanteans that are on this planet that you can tap into. If you have an Atlantean aspect, you can call your Atlantean, you can call in your Atlantean family and say, listen, I don't know what the hell's going on, but you're going to have to give me a crash course real quick about how it was in Atlantis. You're going to have to help me navigate and let me know who's who and what's what. Because they know. Tap into your Atlantean aspects for those who have the ability to hear. Tap in with them because they know what time it is. They will help you navigate. They're good. They're not. Don't talk to them. Talk to this right here. If you're going to talk to anybody, talk to this right here. They're not going to cause you any harm here. You're fine with them. They're not. Because they were around during the time period when all the different beings were on the planet and everybody was interacting with one another. So tap into your Atlantean aspects. This is how you learn to move. This is how you learn to navigate, by tapping into self. Remember what I told you. You are walking multiverses that have various different aspects that are operating in various different timelines, but you have the ability to tap in and speak to them at will. You're going to need to tap in, fam.
Tap in,
Some
fam.
of y'all need to go into meditation. Some of you are going to get visitations from your star family. Some of you are going to get visitations from your ancestors in the dream state. Some of you need to go into theta state, but most importantly, you need to be sitting still. You need to be quiet in the mornings and late at night so you get the necessary messages that you need to receive. Some of you that are gifted is going to get pulled up on by your family. They're going to talk to you and let you know what the deal is, and they're going to tell you how to navigate, and you better listen. Forget all the material possession bullshit that you call yourself being clinged on to. It ain't going to make a damn bit of a difference here after a while.
I said that. I've been feeling like that. I've been feeling like a lot of stuff here on this planet Earth ain't gonna make a difference after a while. What she's saying right now is totally correct. I've been feeling like that, you know. And I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy for feeling like that. I just understood different. You know, something big is coming. People need to wake up. Yes, sir. On the real. Yeah, you right, bro. I had to pin that comment. Man. You feel me? Just the Thought Podcast. Just the Thought Podcast, man. I had to pin that comment, man. You feel me? Shout out to Just the Thought Podcast, because he right. He totally right. Something is coming big, man, and we all got to wake up. We got to wake up. Shout out to Sister Isis Wisdom again. Just the Thought Podcast, man. Shout out to Just the Thought Podcast, man. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and follow Just the Thought Podcast. That was one of the truest statements. And like she said, it's enough if you attach to all that materialistic
damn bit
stuff.
of a difference here. Listen.
It ain't gonna make a difference.
Forget all the material possession bullshit that you call yourself being clinged on to.
See?
Forget all the material possession bullshit that you call yourself being clinged on to. It ain't gonna make a damn bit of a difference here after a while.
And I said that after a few years from now, gang, when shit get real, none of that gonna make a difference. The money, none of it. None of it.
Someone said they couldn't sleep last night.
I met a few of y'all on YouTube.
Someone said I met a few of y'all on YouTube. I think that's a sign they're my family. It's a possibility. Okay, T.S. Tam says, yes, the angels have been talking to you. Have they been giving you the necessary information and messages, beloved? Okay. Someone just said, as a postal worker that works in a Jewish community specifically,
but a person would want to know, how would they know the angels talking to them? Like, you know, I wish y'all can get on or catch a live with Sister Isis Wisdom, because I like to know myself. How would we be able to, you know, for the people that don't know how to tap in, for the people that don't know how to discern, how can you go about doing that? You know, and that's a good question. But, you know, everything the Queen here just said, you know, I believe, you know, but I want to know, like, it's some people out there that probably want to know how to tap in. You know, they want to learn about how to change their frequencies. At some point in time in my life, I always wanted to know how to change my frequency, and I finally learned how on my own. I had to change the way I feel about things, think about things daily. But what she's saying, it sounds like it's deeper than that. It sounds like we're going to have to do a lot of more, you know, training. Mentally, every day. Meditation every day. Out the hours, we got to learn how to tap into ourselves. And this goes back to the Jedi thing when he was saying the force is within you. We're going to have to learn how to tap into ourselves and understand ourselves for what we really are and who we really are. We're more than physical. We are more than physical. You feel me? That we are. We are more than physical. We are conscious beings. You know, at the end of the day, the energy that resides in us holds a lot of power.
Noticing weird looks and weird energy, even in my government job, is starting to get weird with getting exposed. Okay, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity. I'm going to give y'all 10 minutes to ask me some questions before I close out this live. And I will post your questions right here. Okay? So if you have any questions, ask the questions as it pertains to what I'm talking about. Don't ask me nothing stupid. Don't ask me nothing about what's going on with the gospel. I don't want to hear about that. Don't ask me nothing about that. Okay? Ask me questions that are pertaining to this live, because that's the most important thing for y'all right now, is to learn how to navigate in this space. So ask me questions as it pertains to the information that I'm giving you in this live. Okay, because now's not the time for the extra shit. You guys are going to see some stuff going on.
Somebody asked, how do you know if you are soulless?
Yeah, some of you guys are reporting so much stuff right now. There's so much video. You can't even begin to, y'all don't even know the half of the amount of videos and stories and emails that people have been sending me since this whole thing started. The amount of people that's been hitting me on my website asking for help. I got one lady telling me that her grandchild is being taken by, like there's beings trying to take the damn baby out the damn house that's got a ship hanging over their damn house. So any questions that you may have, you may ask your questions. Someone says, so this sounds like a good thing. And when one aspect it is, because it's going to force humanity to evolve. So I do want to let that know. This is going to force you guys to evolve very quickly. So all the silly shit y'all was on, that ain't going to fly, and it's not going to fly no more. Them days are over with. How many likes do I have on this live, guys? Could you let me know? I'm not able to see it on this.
Somebody said
on StreamYard
that her information is old, but she said that in the beginning of the damn video. She already stated that she know this information is old. Somebody else already said this, but what she said is she did more studying and she added more information to it, which is understandable. You feel me? Anybody who find out information, of course, they're going to do their research and they're going to add, what else they learn, any new things that's taking place with this, you feel me, or been talked about, so I can respect that. I can't respect that from Sister Isis' wisdom, because her wisdom stretched far. Like she said, a lot of y'all need to start meditating and tapping in with your inner self. Start meditating and tapping in with your star family. Start meditating and tapping in with all your higher selves. You feel me? From every dimension. Even myself, I still got to do the same thing, but I think that's what we really need to do. I think we need to take note and pay attention because, yes, it has been a lot of weird things taking place around the world, around planet Earth, from country to country. And a lot of times, like she said, the governments ain't finna let that be known. They not finna let that be known. So y'all make sure y'all do that. And I love y'all, man. Y'all take note, man. Share this video. Hit that like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Go check out all my music. You feel me? I'm gonna have to upload my cake bakery flyer for y'all. Those of y'all that's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and want to shop. You want to catch cakes. So y'all stay safe out there, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay paying attention. Meditate, man. Get your conscious level up. You feel me? Start loving a little more, caring a little more, man. I'm out, man.